God, this must be exciting for you.
What?
Seeing us again, time after time.
You mean YouTube?
Yes.
Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, I'm really
okay.
excited. You got another cup of coffee over there?
We'll try to keep you awake.
Yeah, no.
We'll try.
No, it's
Robin
always
Yount,
good.
Unchained. You can say whatever you want. There's no
Unchained.
constraint.
Well,
You just get it all out. Whatever's been in there all these years.
I'm unchained now. Last night I wasn't.
Whoa, what happened last night?
Oh, I don't want to go there.
Come on!
You know, I'd get my wife involved, and then it wouldn't be pretty. So we better stay away from that.
Did Robin just say his wife isn't pretty?
Yount says wife anyway. Tabloid
Don't
stuff.
start that again.
How long have you been married?
Oh God.
Don't say it like that. Say, hey,
34 wonderful years.
34 years.
Yeah.
So you got in really 50 and 34 of them then okay?
Well,
That's an old joke.
yeah. I don't know how to answer that one. I'll just let you go with that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what are you doing this year for the Brewers? What's
Nothing.
You seem to have a different.
No, I'm doing pretty much what I've always done, and that's not a whole
Well, you
lot.
hang out on the bench.
I
Don't
do.
they give you a title?
Well, you know what? This year I didn't get out here. In all honesty, till 2 days ago. I was in Milwaukee last week, where there was a foot of snow.
Yeah.
So it was nice to come home.
It's spring.
Spring, yeah. But they
degrees.
announced during the game yesterday 83 degrees here in Phoenix, 27 in Milwaukee.
It's cold.
Yeah, but that's okay. It'll be warm for opening day, hopefully, and if it's not, we got a roof.
So no title, no. Do you have an office here?
No.
Do you have a room here? Do you have a permanent locker here? What do you have here?
I do have a locker. They kicked Joe Crawford out of his locker and gave that to me. So I have a locker. Permanent? No. But they find a place for me to change my clothes.
So your name is still on a piece of tape?
Yeah. Actually, it's the clubhouses. I will say have been upgraded quite a bit. There's no tape anymore. Everybody has a printed out sign above their locker. It's the big leagues.
Do you have to introduce yourself to any of these guys?
Yeah.
When you come in? Yeah.
There's a lot of names that I am not familiar with.
Do you have to explain who you are? Hi, Robin Yount, Hall of Fame, number 19.
No, I
Numbers
don't.
retired. You'll see it up in the stadium if you make it to the big leagues, kid.
I'm sure that there are some that I would need to, but I don't. Just because, I don't know that it means a whole lot to them. So it's good to be here to see the new talent that we've got. We're going to have to go with some young guys this year in the pitching staff, and we'll see what happens.
So do you have anyone in particular to work with, or you just
No, I haven't been here enough to see anybody and to have any.
Do you ever just see someone in a batter's cage and you go, oh man, what's he doing with his hands? And you walk up to him and say, listen, buddy, here, this is a problem. Straighten this out, do this, that. No?
I wouldn't do that.
How do you do that?
They have hitting coaches that, in all honesty,
Well,
you got to be careful,
the
especially a guy walking in that hasn't been around, watching these players for whatever it's been now, 5 or 6 weeks.
Right.
It would be very difficult for someone like myself to walk in, see a guy one time and say, hey, you need to do this. Right. Because it's not a perfect science. There's a lot of different ways to do things. You may watch a guy and say, there is no way this guy can hit like that, and he'll go out there and get 4 hits in a major league game. So you just don't make decisions that quickly with players of this caliber. You got to watch them for quite a while to make legitimate opinions of them.
Okay, so if you do see something and you think it's wrong,
right?
What do you do?
I would go to the hitting coach first and say, what do you think about this? This guy is doing this and that, and he says...
Hopefully the hitting coach knows who you are.
This hitting coach knows who I am. Yes. Actually, he's the same hitting coach we had last year, and I was here a little more last year, so we do know each other.
Okay, so let's just go over this again. You don't have an office, check, right?
I have one at home.
No, I mean here in the building, in the facility, in the complex. You don't have
an
office. You don't have a desk.
Well, I do have an office.
You don't have a title. You don't make corrections to guys in the batting cage. You're feeling. What is it you'd say? You do her out there.
I tried to explain that earlier. I don't do anything. You know what? I put the uniform on. It makes me feel like a big leaguer again. I wander around the field. I look at the guys and try to make fun of them when I can. And I I have a blast.
You gonna take some infield at least today?
Take it? Like, try to catch a ground ball?
I don't mean like,
Or
hey,
hit
take
some?
it. You know, I mean, you know, you go out there and enjoy yourself.
No, because I've done that before, and the next day you can't walk, because it's just not something you've done for a while.
Throw a little batting practice, maybe?
In the past, but
See, then if I
they
do
don't
that,
let me do anything, I'm telling you.
But if you asked, I'm sure they'd be polite and say, you know, Robin wants to, you know.
Well, they would. They'd send me up to the batting cage, get one of the bat boys, put him in there, and let me throw to him.
When you were playing, and you were 5 weeks into training camp,
Yeah.
how anxious were you to get out of here by now?
I was anxious 3 weeks ago.
Even if you knew it was to go into cold weather and play games that counted, you still wanted to get out of here?
Yeah. Spring training gets long. The position players are usually ready within 3 weeks, especially nowadays. Guys come to spring training in much better shape. If you remember...
what did you come into spring training?
Well, I was...
Weight-wise? 230, 235? And they would always say, Yount, fat, the headlines would
And had to get down to...
overweight again.
And got down to 175 by opening day.
Yeah, well, that's what you had.
Yeah.
You were Babe Ruth.
But no, in all seriousness, if you remember, spring training was to get in shape. And it doesn't work that way. And these guys never get out of shape. All these guys are doing is getting their baseball skills back. And with the exception of the pitchers need a little longer to get ready. But the position players are ready in 3 weeks. And this year especially has even been extended because of the World Baseball Classic. These guys have been here maybe 5 or 6 weeks. I guarantee you they're all ready to go.
Where was the first spring training for you? Was that
Sun City? Yeah.
Okay, and what did they have there? Like a little kids inflatable pool?
No, there was no kids in Sun City.
Right,
You remember, it was a retirement area.
I don't
Oh,
remember it.
well, it was before your time. It was.
I guess so.
It was a retirement community. Still is, as we speak. The fans would drive up to the ballpark in their golf carts, literally, and park them around the top. And there was a few seats down below.
What was the ballpark? Was it bleachers or were they?
It was,
or what?
No, it was permanent, but it was, I think, just the metal benches. The worst part about the field was the outfield wall was a brick wall, literally about neck high. And man, we had multiple players get injured on that brick wall. That would never happen in today's game. There's no such thing as brick wall outfield fences any longer.
So did they just, hose you off?
Pretty much. I
They
remember a guy named Vic Harris that was with us. He hit his side of his head on this brick wall, and he had blood pouring out of his ear, and it was like, well, you know, it happens.
But okay, so that had to be what, 1974
was my first one, but I think...
But you know, I think back to 1974, I don't feel like it was the Depression or something like that.
No.
We had been, on the moon. We had Velcro. We had all kinds of modern things.
70s were awesome. There was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
I don't remember a lot of what happened in the 70s, but I know we had a lot of fun.
Oh, gee whiz.
Who was in the...
You guys were around in the 70s.
But I was barely a
high
teenager.
school.
Who in 1974 when you guys broke camp?
Well, so was I actually, high school.
Yeah, right. You were right out of high school. Yes, that's why you're...
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
It's all right. It's all about you today, Robin. It is Robin Yount, unleashed, or unchained, as we said at the beginning. Who was the starting infield the year you came out of your first camp? Were you in the starting lineup on opening day?
I was, and it's funny.
Stop bragging.
No, right downstairs. I was just talking to him 2 minutes ago. Don Money is here.
He was
at third.
Okay, who's the second?
I was at short. Pedro Garcia.
Okay.
Was the second.
When's the last time you talked to Pedro Garcia?
I have not spoken with Pedro in a number of years. Haven't crossed paths with him.
Okay.
And then obviously George Big Boomer Scott was our first baseman. Yeah.
Who's your first ground ball you picked up on
I probably threw it in the stands.
Who hit it? Do you remember?
Who hit it?
Who hit it?
No, I have no idea. I don't remember.
That's got to be in the book somewhere, doesn't it? Mike, you got the book back there. Mike Vasala is overseeing this interview.
Robin batted 8th.
Yeah, but don't
Robin
trust
batted. You were batting 8th on opening day?
What do you expect? I was 18 years old and couldn't hit. They told me just make sure you catch the ball and throw it over to first base. If you get a hit, that'll be a bonus.
How nervous were you that day?
A little bit. You know what? I was a little intimidated by the size of the ballpark. I'd never been in a stadium quite that big.
74, did we have it all finished then? Were all the
No.
additions put out?
There were still, it was kind of
was
patchwork.
No complete upper deck yet, right?